Alright guys, here's an update. So this is about right there to there. This is the side yard that has the slowest amount of grow in on the Tahoma 31. I mean, it's still green. I get some spurge all over the place in this one, this side. Sedge. Neighbor has some sedgy, kalinga. I'm gonna spray in a little bit some Monument and Celsius. I might mix something else up and hit the neighbors for them. But this is the slowest part of the Tahoma 31 growing. It's still green, and it just got 1.2 pounds of N per 1,000 last Saturday of carbon X. Back here, though, is doing a lot better. More spurge and nut sedge. I know that's sedge. I believe that's kalinga. That I don't know what it is. But like I said, I'm gonna spray Monument, Celsius, maybe some MSM. I got a bunch of weeds back here, but it is filling in. The other day I sprayed Monument in my centipede that was that I had the that I seeded with Princess 77. So I had some left over and I spot sprayed some of these just to see how they were gonna do. But look at this. This is beautiful. I mean, it's tacked down, can't pull it up. It's nice and rooted, but we definitely have a lot of weed pressure. Lots of weeds. This over here does not get as much water. This area here, these sprigs did turn brown. So they were, I didn't think that this area was going to survive, but around this play area here, we're thinking about sanding it or mulching it anyway, so I wasn't expecting too much to survive. But anywhere I look, I can find Bermuda. Look at this, right here. No sprigs in sight. Tahoma 31. So it had to come from one of these other ones under the ground and shot up. So we have got a, ooh, guess I didn't get that raked out good enough there. We've got it everywhere. Look at those weeds. Weeds. But the Tahoma 31 is off and running. Granted, it's probably going to look bad after the first mow because these big clumps here. But I think I might give it another month before I mow. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Today is day 29 since I sprigged. Put down the sprigs. Well, 28 and a half. Tonight will be 29. And really just got weeds everywhere. I'd put no other than glyphosate the day before I put the sprigs down to kill the centipede. There has been no weed control on here. There might have been a little residual of prodiamine left, but obviously since I dethatched, that was all scraped up. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Tons of weeds everywhere. But look at this area here. I mean, all Tahoma 31. Oh, nice, beautiful Bermuda. The stuff on top. So these are the sprigs that did not survive once I cut back the watering from 5 minutes every hour. These died off, so those will go away. But see, that guy's actually still alive. He was not rooted. See if I can get it to focus. not rooted, and he is still alive. So we'll just set that guy right there. I doubt he's gonna survive because I'm gonna spray, but we'll just set him right there. This area we did some work in, so it was a little, sprigs got trampled on a lot. But you can see, I mean, it's still coming up out of the ground, which is beautiful. Tons of weed pressure though. Tons of weeds. The worst sedge part is up here, we're gonna go look at. So, before we do that, let me give you a round. So, I'm thinking the backyard has got to be close to 90% filled in. It's just amazing. But, I don't know what it's gonna look like after this. Look at that. All weeds. All these weeds. All these weeds. Here you can see where I did some of the spot spray of Monument. Oh my gosh. What are these things flying out of my yard? You guys see that? What are these? I don't know what they are, but I'm going to mix some Demand CS also in my tank spray. No idea what all those things are, but you can see here where I spot sprayed. I forget how many days it was ago of Monument. Sometime during the week this week, so it's knocking it out pretty good. So I'm going to do a broadcast or a blanket spray today. Monument. The only part of Centipede over here that is still alive is right here. So there's some Centipede that'll get knocked out with Monument, and there's some Centipede that'll get knocked out with Monument. I actually had to dig that up before I sprayed with glyphosate, and it was all flipped over, and just some of it survived. I had to fix the sprinklers there. More weeds. Ooh, let me see if I can show you guys. Look at this. That is a big, I can't even see the screen. That's a big honking mound of Bermuda that is, unfortunately, either not rooted down. See, it's not rooted down. Look at that. That one, that there, someone tell me what's going on here. He was sitting there, it's alive, but it was not rooted down at all. Not rooted down at all. But, I mean, a lot of this other stuff is definitely rooted down. See, even this little guy's rooted. Rooted down. That's interesting. I don't know what's up. This area right here, I've always had weed pressure from weeds, even when it was Centipede. I don't know. So this area here, when we mulched this year, we actually had to go this way. So this was all mulch. After a few days, wife did not like the idea of walking through the mulch to get to the stairs. She didn't like the idea of stepping stones. So we moved the mulch, moved the berry back. So this was complete sand. I did spray glyphosate in it first, the day before sprigging, but you can just see the amount of coverage. I mean, that there's got to be 98% covered. That's pretty good. You can still see where I spot sprayed, and I only had like a quarter of a gallon left when I did the Centipede the other day. This area here, down through here, we have a drainage problem. Thought I fixed it, but we got another heavy rain. My drainage idea did not work, so I'm gonna come up with another drainage idea. I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. But that one's working good. So it worked good, my drainage idea, until it jumped the hump, or jumped over the edging, washed all the edging out, overflowed that sucker. I'm probably gonna have to pull that guy out of the ground again. You see the amount of mulch in here and sand. So I'll probably rake it up. Not the mulch, rake it up, get rid of it. This area here has always been a little weaker on the centipede. Here we did not get as much sprigs. I'll show you this down here. So even this side over here, we did not put many in there, but there's living Bermuda in there. So this guy is not rooted down either. So some of these are not rooted down. I am still going to spray just due to the amount of weeds, unless the Turf Pro in the Discord tells me not to, due to some of these not being rooted. Because I have so much, and this has taken off in the past week after that application of Carbon X, that I am not worried that I'm going to kill it all. Bermuda is very hard to kill. More of these white bugs everywhere. Do you guys see them? White flying bugs. I don't know, can we get some of them? There. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're very, very tiny. Very, very tiny. See if I can get any picked up on camera. I don't know, very tiny white jumping bugs from leaf to leaf. So, demand's going out. I'll have to look when I just sprayed Biffin, but I'm guessing it didn't stick to the new Bermuda. Actually, I do not have demand CS. I might be out. That's what I sprayed last time. I'm out. So we're gonna go with Biffin. Bifenthrin, we'll do 1 ounce per 1,000. This area is a little wet. Today I just changed the watering schedule. It will now be every day for 20 minutes. There's this is my zone 2 area here, zone 3, zone 4 is over there, zone 1 is this side of the Princess 77, and on the other side of the Tahoma 31 is zone 1. Ooh, something digging in the yard for something, not sure what. And this is the area I have to fix with my drainage problem. So threw the rock in there to help. So what happens is everything, well, I don't care, everything from my yard goes into, or from the yard, the side yard, neighbor's yard, driveway, sidewalks, everything comes down to here. There's a French drain on this side. It was working great until my wife decided we wanted edging. Broke my issue. So that is going to get moved out. I'm going to put a 12 inch by 12 inch catch basin there. And there's a drain right under here, 4-inch drain. So I'll just bring it down and pipe it into that. We're going to see if that's going to help. Again, this actually area was all mulch. We decided we didn't like it, so I put some sand and sprigs. So that there, here's some more where I had left over and spot sprayed the monument. That there's the Tahoma 31. So now let's look at the Princess 77 area. This area here did not feel any good because I didn't realize at the time my sprinkler was only half working and the spray was not coming out. It was actually clogged. I fixed it, and I might just pull a plug or two from the Tahoma 31 and throw it in there. So so remember, this is all Princess 77. Plan will be to reno it in the spring with plugs or sprigs from my Tahoma 31. So I sprayed Monument, I think only 3 or 4 days ago, and you can see the centipede that was left is dying out. Centipede. Here's a nice big thick part of Bermuda. I do think part of this was common Bermuda. So this section here has a little bit of common and Princess 77. Other than that, everything else should be Princess 77. Anything that's nice and green is the Princess 77. Brown and dying is weeds in the centipede. So this area should grow in pretty well. I've had an issue here since the kids dug, and I just can't get anything to stick and want to grow on that little area. Up here, we had massive storms right after I seeded, so I think a lot of the seed got washed away. So you can see right there, I got a big problem with rain. My idea was to put edging here to direct the rain off of it, just never got to it, so now I'm just going to wait for it to fill in. I grabbed some Bermuda sprigs the other day from the side yard. Well, actually, a couple of those might be centipede that are dying from the Monument app. I have frickin' spurge that did not die from the frickin' Monument app. Someone tell me, other than Monument, so I've used Monument and sulfentrazone, and the spurge lives on. Make a comment, what do I use other than frickin' those things to get rid of spurge? Check the Discord, check the lawnforum.com. You can see where I commented with how much spurge I hand pulled out of here. So, all Bermuda, dying centipede, more Princess 77 Bermuda. This year, always been an issue. People just tend to cut the corner too close and tire tracks. So I'm hoping the Bermuda helps in there. This area here was where MSM was over applied by accident, and I had all my centipede die. So during my seeding project, this was completely bare. It took the longest to germinate from seed, but it's the most coverage, has the most coverage of the Princess 77 now. It is filling in quite nicely. I walked it a little bit ago. Most of the weeds are dying out. And here you can see the centipede is dying out finally. So where I did not have centipede, where I had living centipede when I seeded, this area right here, actually right here, that has the most centipede that does not look like it has any Bermuda in it. I did this video at this time of day because this is when I can notice the Bermuda between the centipede the most. In the afternoon, you can't really tell. So here, I just had no seed germinate here in the Bermuda. I think it got washed away again, but you can see it spreading, so that's good. The edges had a lot of centipede. It's dying off. I can pick Bermuda the whole way along here, especially on the left side. Especially here on the left side, lots of Bermuda. The right side of this strip right here seems to have more centipede, and it's dying off. You can definitely tell. But last week, I mowed on Saturday. So this is 1 week post mow. I have not mowed in 1 week. It is not overgrown. I have not used, I've only did one PGR app on this. I seeded this on June 2nd. I think I PGR'd it too quick for over there. But we definitely have lots of Bermuda. Let me see. If I turn this way, does it look better on the camera? I can't tell. You guys tell me. But standing here, I can see I don't have much Bermuda, if any, right here. But I think I'll be all right. This strip here, I think, is a high strip from when I leveled. I don't understand. I don't know. Do not know what happened there. But actually, I can see from right here. I can see some Bermuda right here. There's some Bermuda. So first I was worried. There's some more Bermuda inside the dying centipede. First I was worried when I did the monument I wouldn't have a lot centipede, but I think I had, or when I killed the centipede, I wasn't gonna have a lot of Bermuda in here, but I think we'll be all right. I might have to spray it with some marking dye or something so the wife doesn't freak out. Over here we have tons of Bermuda. Tons and tons of Bermuda here. This had tons of weeds in it last week, right here. It was just tons and tons of weeds. You can actually see in there, I got some Bermuda seeds, so it's growing. A couple weeds. That is my only living dahlia out of 5 dahlias I planted. 1, 2, 3, 4 sprouted. I sprayed Trip 20 on them to fertilize them a little bit, and I forgot to wash it off. I meant to spray just around them, got some on them, forgot to wash them off. That has a little bit of fertilizer burn. So, I can see Bermuda in here. There's a good shot. You can see lots of the centipede. Centipede, centipede, centipede. But I think it's alright. It's going to do alright. I think we'll be good. And over back here to where we started. Nice stand of Bermuda. It will spread. Got some weeds. I have not edged, and my wife does not like that, but I have not edged because the edge is where I've been stealing Bermuda runners from. Some of that centipede, so it's dying off. Let's take a closer look and see if we can find any spurge in this section. I did have a lot that I pulled up. More rain runoff issues, sand from leveling. I scoop it up, spray it in here. But other than the spurge up there in that one section, which I've hit now, I think I've done 4 apps of sulfentrazone up there. I have done 1 app of monument, and the spurge lives on. Bermuda. So actually there's Bermuda right there. There is some Bermuda. This is where most centipede is. I think there's gonna be Bermuda. That there, when you're spraying wasp spray, watch where you spray.